come out on top. It just seems like aces are getting cracked everywhere.
Yeah. James Artigan in the shark outfit. Yeah, that was good.
Nah. What is this?
Barry!
Grimo finds the flat as he... Oh, this is grim. Grimo finds the flat and Woody's got boots behind. Nah. This fourth time we've had aces into kings.
Set up central.
Well, we saw Barry crack the aces of Tatey about an hour ago with pocket tens. Now he's going to have to crack the aces of Woody.
Here we go. Can't believe it, he says. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I've got kings. You've got the aces, Woody. How have you managed that? Oh my God.
Well, he's going to need to do it again, and there's a king in the muck, so he's going to need the case cowboy.
Wow. Oh, running diamonds.
He needs 2 diamonds on the flop first for running diamonds.
That's true. He needs a lot of diamonds. He needs diamonds everywhere.
So...
he's
Grimo finds it!
He's found the king!
Case cowboy, hello! No runners for the boot, so... Ace to fade twice.
Wow. No ace, shouts Barry. And does it. He gets back up to 300,000 and Woody's down at 214. What a game this is.
Madness.
He's done it again.
How's he feeling now, Grimo?
I'm feeling top of the world, me kid. Top of the world, I'm feeling.
Of ace-x, I think. Working with queens on that occasion. We move to the next hand. King Jack for Endrit here. It was called Calypso after the orange drink because it was orange drink in blue cans and we had blue bats and orange balls. There we go. Thank you, Sabri. I never knew that. Mind blowing. Mind blowing stuff.
Nice drink as well, Calypso.
I thought Calypso was always the pop-up ice cream. Yeah, I always thought it was the ice pop.
The pop-up ice pop. In a long foot long ice pop.
Yeah. Could be some fun here. Endrit up and down with the King Jack. No diamond in hand. Top pair, decent kicker for Phil. Going to start with 28k and Phil should just be a check call here. Four of clubs, two-tone turn. May go for a barrel here as Endrit with a jack in hand, and it is one of these situations that in a way we get to barrel turn, and on Brick Rivers Tower we triple off because Phil's just going to have hands like Jack 8, Jack 9, 8x of diamonds, Jack 10, 9-7, 8-7, 9x of clubs, 10x of clubs. So there's just one pair holdings galore that have either a flush draw or a straight draw to go with it here. So Endrit, in a way, gets like the 9x and 8x with a straight or flush draw to call and folds them out on the river. The 10x, I'm not sure about how often it's going to fold when we get to the river on certain brick rivers, but I do feel like as Endrit here we're going to be unloading on non-club. Well, actually, he may unload on a club, but won't unload on a diamond. But if this is like an offsuit deuce tower, I feel like this is going to be check jam decision. Let's see what the river brings. Deuce of hearts. Same thing. 5 of spades. Here we go. Here we go. So, same what we just spoke about on the turn. Endrit's going to be where here against the big blind. All these hands that Phil's going to have that are obliged to call the turn but fold the river. Hands like Jack 9, Queen 9, 7 8, Jack 8. He's going to have 9x of clubs, 8x of diamonds, 4x of diamonds in there as well. There's just so many one pair hold-ins that Phil is going to get to the river with here. And this is the thing. When Phil gets here with Jack 9, Jack 8, 8x of diamonds, 9x of clubs, they can't really call, I don't think. So just putting Phil in a horror spot. And a great thing for Endrit is as well, with it being two-tone on the turn, and Phil has only 3, 4, 5 back, he's going to be check jamming 2 pair plus a lot of the time. So this 5 is not changing anything unless we get here with like 8, 5 of diamonds or maybe 4, 5 of diamonds as Phil. He's just capped at 1 pair so often. And the best hand he can probably have here is something like Ace 10 or King 10 that he has in this situation. And this is the problem for Phil, because if we say to ourselves, we're going to be check jamming a lot of our 2 pair plus on the turn, it's very hard for us to get to the river with just a better hand than King 10. Obviously we can have Ace 10 as well, but we're pretty high up here as Phil. If we say to ourselves, we might check jam some 2 pair plus on the turn, if not always, some of the time. So when we're as high up as King 10, if we've got like King 10 of hearts here, I think we've probably got a call. He's got the King of Diamonds. He has called. Phil Tate makes the call.
Well done, sir.
But this is the thing from Phil's perspective. We went through Endrit's, but from Phil's, it's very hard for him, I think, now to have 2 pair when we get to this river, or 2 pair plus, because at that stack depth, we're probably going to check.
Go! Good afternoon and welcome to Luton, GUKPT. Look at that beautiful face on the picture in the background. Good old Dale. I think he's here as well.
He is here.
I think he is here. We are ready to continue with the mini main final. We can already show you that there are a couple of empty seats. You know, we're a little bit later than normal. So this is what we're playing for. There we go. We got Aaron and Tai out in 9th and 8th. 7th is 3,500.
I believe it's Aaron and the Mad Turk. We'll get that
It
rectified.
is, because they swapped seats around in there, because Ty's there, obviously. He's not out. So they'll get changed around. But Few Gremlins, PK sorted it. And we are now set for Luton. Mini main today. We've got the high roller tomorrow, normal GUKPT main event Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Welcome, everybody. What about the table?
The table?
The new table.
Oh, the cloth, okay.
The new table. He's been at it all. Let me tell you.
The thing is, I've already seen the pictures because I got the scoop before, so I've been seeing the pictures around. But yeah, looks lovely. Works well
and
as well, really.
How me and you are floating.
Yeah, I know. I can see that. We're like, hey, there's Simon. You still
Simon, you move. Get out of here, you.
The funniest thing,
we
would probably be up to about his shoulders, wouldn't we? That's the funniest thing about that. It's,
we're all stood up. Me, Simon, and me. Me. There, Simon, you're right. Yeah. If you nodded right now, it'd be so funny. But welcome to the mini. Welcome to the mini final with the players there. There they are. We'll give you the updates as soon as we can, but the new table is set. It looks fantastic. GG Poker now in partnership with the GUKPT and Grosvenor Poker. And we're going to concentrate on the minute all the way through till we crown a champion today. It's a 40-minute clock all the way throughout. So good luck, everybody, and welcome to Luton.
Yeah, a bit of a mixed bag here today. A few locals I see, a few regulars that play the tour. I know that Dan and Derek play around Luton. I've seen a lot of Rob the last few months. Francis doesn't need no introduction. Tai having a bit of form this year as well. These type of tournaments, lots of final tables and win as well to go with that. Him in there as well, chasing some leaderboard points. So it could be a good watch. We've lost a couple, but plenty of play left in this one as Francis Rivers aces up. Make the best of it versus Tai. Spot you will want to seek value here as Francis, and being the button opener as the chip leader, we can just get here with hands like 7-5 suited that need to bluff. So it's not an insta fold by no means here as Tai with third pair on this board against chip leader button opening range, which is going to be very wide. And then if you had the Francis factor into that, maybe even wider. So he's going to open like Queen 4 suited here, hands like that, 10-9 suited. So this is a much tougher spot than it looks for Tai, met with 2 overcards to his third pair. It wouldn't shock me to see him call here, because if we are going to give Francis like all his 7-8 suited and hands like that, can see it.
Can see it indeed. So there we go. The Mad Turk 8th. Did you see the hand?
I didn't.
Kings, Queens, and Tens.
I heard about it. I didn't see it live, but I heard
Kings,
about it.
Queens, and Tens, and the Queen hits. So knock out the Mad Turk. Afternoon, Bob. Well done in Blackpool. Afternoon. Appreciate all the feedback from the live stream at Blackpool. Nice one, Bob. Hello, guys, from Damien the Poker. Hope things are well. Evening, Razor Kev. He'll be having a bet building on in the first European final tonight. The old Aston Vanilla. In that Europa League that you won last year.
Oh, I've stopped watching football this season. Not really my cup of tea anymore, so.
Wow, what's happened?
Nothing, just not a football fan. Don't get me started. We've been here 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes yet.
Aston Villa rooting for the first trophy in Europe since 1982.
Is it really?
I didn't realise that.
I thought they won a cup.
I didn't realise that. 1982, the last time they won in Europe.
Yeah, and this is what I mean, and it gives you a good indication of why Tai is going to be heroing some third pairs in the last hand. Francis, with this stack depth, just going to be opening lots of hands here. Wouldn't shock me to see Derek jam this one. Seems perfectly fine against a wide button opening range here. Tai the short stack with 9. No one really shallower than that. Just going to take the reshow as Derek seems good. And Jan here, ace queen in the big blind. And gonna let it go. Obviously, Derek knows how wide Francis should be opening, therefore we'll get to maybe reshove a bit lighter. Should be some ace jack, ace 10 in there, but sitting comfortably as Jan, 23 bigs, very congested in the middle.
Francis got the lot. Playing the Spring Cup Day 2 on Monday. Where's that? Where are you, Damien?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, it can't be in England because it's still not spring in England because I've literally played golf last night. Where's the sun? Not one day.
And did you get wet?
Rain, lots of clouds, windy weather. You get like a break for a sun for like 30 minutes and then gone.
Playing the Spring Cup Day 2. See, it's not in the UK because we don't very often have Day 2s on a Monday.
It's probably online, isn't it?
Oh, DTD, fair enough. Oh, it's Bank Holiday Monday. Who would have thunk it? Another bank holiday. Another day off.
I'm starting to dislike Bank Holiday Mondays. It's just...
Oh, what was the golf course like?
It's just swamped. Like, everyone wants to play golf on Bank Holiday Monday. What's wrong with everyone?
I was like it, the white collar workers. You'd be like, what?
You're waiting 10 minutes every shot. You got the old boys that won't let you through, hitting it 20 yards in front of them.
Bank holiday Mondays are the worst.
Yeah, I think we'll give it a miss next time.
Yeah, well, that's Monday. If you're booked on anywhere Monday. So 7 left out of the 498 in total in the mini. Tens for Rob.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
Did you know who won it?
That's why I was going to pull it up on the app. Yeah, 4 paid. 5.7k was the min cash.
4 paid.
4 paid. I finished 5th.
Oh.
So yeah, that was my PLO experience yesterday. But I've bubbled one of them before, one of the 1k PLO. So it's it happens. Just move. I was very tired though. It was come back to that just in case Tai gets any action here with a suited wheel ace, all in for just shy of 9. Not going to be calling offers, Robert.
You will not.
But I was up at 8:30 in the morning for a haircut. Then went and played golf. Finished golf, just like chilled for a couple of hours. Then travelled down to Luton. And when we were like 5-6 handed, it was like 1 in the morning. So I was absolutely cream cracking. And there was a spot 5 handed. I should have just bluffed all in on the river, and I just insta checked back. And I feel like if I weren't as tired as I was, I might have thought about it and probably say the words, and it would 100% have got through. So just happens sometimes.
Gary Clark, good evening. The Preston Pixie, hope you're well. Just to let you know that chili jam is beautiful. So I'll let you know. Awesome in Leeds. Tasty.
I feel like we still need to complete this as Rob congested in the middle, and we know that Francis is just going to pound, but I still feel like we're going to have to complete it. We know we're just going to get raised a lot of the time, but it's just too good to connect the blind on blind. You never know, Francis might be feeling nice. Give us a freebie.
No.
Not going to do that with the King Jack, but against 2.5x here. Sorry, I thought it was a 25k in there. So 3x. It's like these spots are really tough. Chip EV always peeling as Rob, and final tables though we don't really want to get invested against the chip leader, and does choose to let it go. Understand that completely.
Shows him the King Jack that he's not bluffing. So 7 left. Aaron Henman 9th, the Mad Turk in 8th. The mini today, the high roller tomorrow. Bring up the app when we can. Show you who's playing in the high roller.
Just can't open this with 2 covering stacks, and Francis in the small finds a nice one. Ace Jack off. Kicks off with complete. Trying to induce something from Derek here. Derek going to get a freebie with the 4-3 in the big. 10, 4, 6.
All diamonds. Doo-doo-doo. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
I think it's Derek here. We just want to keep the pot small as possible in position. Chip leader, don't want to get check raised, but could be a turn that we're okay to probe. Bit of equity denial, still value from worse. Counterfeit central on the river. And could seek value here with ace high as Francis, and going to do exactly that. Derek out the way. It's in the background there as well, guys. So GG 20% on your cashes if you're in via GG. For the Goliath, 10% on GUKPTs.
GG staff in the foyer, in the reception, wandering around the room. Any questions? Ask, just shout out. Oi, now then.
Oh, then, Nim. Sure, we'll see you in Luton. What, you just going to laugh every single time now?
You just can't wait to see it.
I can't. Because
how are we doing, Nim? What are you playing this week?
thing is, you get so many names sometimes, you're not sure if you get the pronunciation right. But now I'm 100% sure. I'm happy to say it with confidence.
Turbo's on tonight, the one-day turbo, just the 27 at the moment playing.
King's Air Hearts for Daniel. I'd be surprised, but it is Francis. It looks like he's going to get jiggy with a 6-3 suited. Okay. Going to call the button. Does have 2 live cards. And probably just let this go as tie. Multi-way ace deuce off +1. Should be a pretty strong range of Daniel. Can be dominated in 2 spots. Fold seems good.
Clock time. Wow. Only 2 pairs about, Francis. Beautiful.
Yeah, I think Francis will recognise Dan probably going to be checking some open pairs here. So, okay to start betting. Definitely going to be some of these in range that want to check out position against chip leader on a fairly dynamic board. But faced with this 100k, we've just got no avenue to continue this one as Daniel. Francis approaching half the chips in play.
Amazing. 4.4 million. Iman Sarkisic. Second in chips. And on 7 in the minute. The Slam Dunk Fest in Leeds. Okay. Good Charlotte are on. No way, good Charlotte on. How long is it to Leeds from here?
Even I know good Charlotte.
Oh, you're a bit early though. It's only on Saturday, Sunday.
He's one of them. He's not one of them that's queued up outside of his tent and his chair. Surely not. They're not going to get this very often as Derek, but folds to us on the button. Ace-9 off here. Will be opening. Would be raise calling this one against Tai reshove. And probably raise folding against a free bet from the covering big blind and tie it with the ace-3. So if he does find the reship, let's see if Derek did have the raise call in mind.
Oh dear.
Well-timed fold from Tai because he would have been getting called. Yeah, not going to defend the 6-7. Derek breaking a milli.
Have you ever heard of Dingwish? Well, Dingwish are on. So too the suicide machines. They're playing.
Can imagine what their music's like.
The Dashboard Confessional. Oh dear. Oh, and the Cancer Bats. You know, that really, really famous band.
Yoks, I think we'll be all right. I can't see West Ham winning their last game.
I can't see you winning the last
Yeah,
game.
we don't need to. We could lose it, and West Ham could draw. All good.
Why? Do you not think West Ham will beat Leeds?
I don't. I actually don't.
I think West Ham will beat Leeds, and I think you'll draw with Everton and stay up on goal difference.
That would be fine.
Yep,
I'll take that.
that's exactly what I think.
Do you know the worst thing about it, which I've realised yesterday while I was playing the PLO, just having a chat with a few people about the football? We're going to be live on stream. Imagine if Spurs go down and we're live on stream. I'm going to have to literally...
disappear.
The chat box will not be working for the rest of the festival. If we go down on stream, I'm not even...
What day is that?
Sunday.
Are they all on Sunday? At what time?
Probably like 4 o'clock, right?
I don't know. All games will kick off at the same time, won't they?
Yeah. Never know the kick-off time last day of the season.
Love it. That's it. I think West Ham win on Sunday. And it's all about you lot.
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
All kick off at 4. Oof. So King 10 diamonds for Iman, backdoors into a flush. But it has been checked down by Francis. So any bet will be met with a fold. Unless...
Francis keeps him honest with ace high.
Keeps him honest with an ace.
There's only a little 75k.
Okay. Kept it small, got him paid. Do we know the parking situation for Goliath? I do think it's the same as last year. I've not heard any difference. It was £5 for 24 hours last year. I think it's exactly the same this year. There's no football on, we're being told. Because Coventry City are now in the Premier League. So football starts a lot later. Premier League footballers get a lot more time off than proper football. Yeah, he doesn't travel too much, Francis, does he now, Colin? Good to see Francis back on a final table, watching on Facebook. He doesn't travel as much as he used to, so good to see him. Relatively local to this one, only an hour away.
Anyone wishing to enter or re-enter, this is your last chance to do so.
Good luck trying to find somebody's drive close to the CBS Arena. You'll be walking a mile and a half.
You can actually do that, don't it? People rent their drives near football stadiums, don't they?
They do for the match days for a tenner. They do that at Wembley, don't they? Or you see,
and and at Spurs Stadium.
Do they?
Yeah.
Right.
And there's always some people that want to rent their drives.
I think last year it was done at reception or there was an app to pay. I'm not too sure. We'll get confirmation. But this is the line. We've got 2 more streams before Goliath. We've got this one, and then we've got the UKPL from Reading, which is in July. So we've got 2 more. We'll definitely give you information regarding the parking grant
Yeah, maybe thinking about 3-bet bluff here as him maybe contemplating flat 2, a little 3-2-5, something like that against Derek Stack knockout hands like ace-9 suited, king-queen, king-jack, king-10. We're going to find the right approach. Was up against the ladies. Let's it go.
So Francis, all the chips.
This is a final group, all girls remaining in tonight's table. You have 30 seconds remaining on your break. Please start rotating your teams now. Anyone wishing to enter or re-enter? 30 seconds to do so.
No worries, Grant. Enjoy the live stream for the next 5 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Crowning 3 champions in that space.
Ace-5 suited for tie. Probably going to make the cut. Just a nice one to open jam from just sub 9. Knock out like some ace-9 for ace-6. Even when called, always decent equity as long as we don't run into those boots. We'll be working.
So up to 11. We're down on 14. Dan Skeggs on 17. That's what we've got coming up for the rest of May. Just the right at the bottom. Hope you did well in the Glasgow, Bolton, Reading and Walsall next week, as you want the G200s. Hope you did well in London or Glasgow when you played it. And the last event for us GUKPT wise in May and June. This is the last event before the summer recess. That's Bolton, Reading and Walsall, and then come back to Newcastle, Blackpool and Walsall for the G200s and the 300s.
Yeah, just looking back at the table here, this is a really interesting spot for 11. Yeah, Ty's going to jam. I really like open here though, because like 11 under the gun, it's like that threshold. I don't think ace-9 calls, maybe ace-9 suited in the big, but ace-jack does, and just feel like a better approach here is the 2 big blinds, get a bit of value from the big blind, defend, and just be able to fold when we're beat. Someone 3-bets in position or from the blinds, we can just get away from it. But going to pick it up. But interesting kind of spots, even off these really shallow stack depths of finals.
And King 9.
Yeah, tough one here for Robert with Francis on direct left, King 9 suited. Like, seems like a clear open in the cutoff, but just a lot of congested stacks here. And we'd open King 10 suited happily. So next pip down in with the open, and Francis actually waking up with legitimate holding here, but this is one of the things that we just got to have in the back of our mind. I still feel like it's too good not to open.
Do you get to a stage where you think you've been picked on?
Well,
That's poor old Rob.
the thing is, you're meant to get picked on tower. This is the thing about final tables. You're meant to let the chip leader, when he free bets you, you're just meant to fold a lot of the time. Yeah, you'll have maybe these small frequency four bets as a bluff.
They just
very
had
small
decent
percentage
holdings
of the
both
time,
sides, but unfortunately just can't see a flop.
that's the other thing. Sometimes people just have it. They have the goods. Sometimes you're sat at a poker table, you've been free bet 3, 4, 5 times even by the same person throughout the day. You're like, oh, they're just going after me. They've just got a good hand sometimes every time, and it's as simple as that. But it's very important not to sort of get into that mindset. He's picking on me, and then next time he free bets you, you just do a 4-bet punt in with a random hand because you think he's free betting you too much, and he wakes up with it, and you're out of the tournament, and thousands of pounds of equity up in smoke. You just got to let it happen sometimes. It can get frustrating, and there may be people that respond by going, sod this guy, I'm just going to go and win. But that's can't be doing that. You just got to keep your head.
He has had some holdings, to be fair, Francis.
Yeah, yes.
And he keeps showing them.
He didn't show the 6-3. Notice that. Notice that, though. He didn't show the 6-3. Didn't show the 10-6 of spades.
Oh, well, there we go.
He's trying to build a little bit of a story here.
Evening, Valerie. Don't know if you're in your taxi or you finished taxi because you're watching on YouTube. Seven left in the mini. We're on the right-hand side clock. Either. Listening in the taxi. Hope it's... what's the weather like? It's like raining and miserable down here, but it's supposed to be glorious for the weekend.
It's, while we're in here, it's supposed to be
29,
best weather we've had all year.
29, I know.
Oh, this is a little bit wild from Derek. King 3 off, just going to mix this one in. Jan folding the ace-9, keeping it tight. I don't think he's V-pipped the hand yet on stream, but Derek's found a good time to open. Not low for Dan in the big. Up to 1.2 is Derek. There we go. We got the app. So someone just asking who won the PLO. Craig
where's
won
your name?
If there was a 5th place, it would just be here, Tower, but 5th for £0, unfortunately.
Aria Sarkashik.
Yeah. This man played
Dave
well, actually.
Penley.
I'm assuming that's the man I think it is.
Okay.
But he had all the chips on the bubble and was just doing what you're supposed to do and built up a nice stack.
Like it. Like it. Can you just show us the turbo tonight?
I cannot because I've just been logged out.
Again. Blue skies and mild in Edinburgh. Very nice indeed. But it's supposed to be like 28, 29 degrees down here this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's supposed to be beautiful. So whatever you may be, hope you're having a fantastic week coming up towards Bank Holiday weekend. Spring Bank Holiday. Or half term as it's called. We're the right hand side clock of the 3 with the high roller and the turbo going on. Evening, Mickey Graham. Watching on Twitch. Hope you're well. We're in Luton, GUKPT, partner with GG Poker.
Yeah, this may be a jam for him, and like 5-6 suited, I'm pretty confident would jam the spot when we cover by 3x and Rob sitting with 10. Even like 4-5 suited seems okay. I'm not sure. Maybe complete's fine, but seems really close. Like these suited connectors, blind on blind folded round you, really short stack. You cover heavily. You can just say the words with a lot of range here as him, and but goes with complete, allows Rob in. And ace high board, always interesting at this stack depth because just not going to be much ace x in either player's range. But him with the stab takes it anyhow.
Evening, Alistair. Alistair watching on Face It. Any danger Derek stops folding. Sometimes when you don't get the distribution, just sitting there and being patient.
He's just opened King 3 off in the cutoff.
It did.
Is Alistair Ball watching?
And he got it through.
Boom.
Boom.
Nice little template there. Quick run through. As you can have a look at it, so this is a 20% off. You can now win a G300 or G200 seat from £1 on GG Poker. Plus, if you qualify on GG, you can get up to 20% more on live cashes. So start from a quid feeder, into a fiver, into 30, into a 200 or 300 ticket. And then you obviously get your cash back if you manage to cash in that. On Sunday, we have 10-seat guaranteed G200, £30 buy-in, and a 10-seat guaranteed G300, £30 buy-in. 7:15 and 9:30 respectively.
Did you see the 30 seats on Sunday last week?
I did.
You got nearly 50 seats.
It's phenomenal. It's been good. It has been good. Goliath's going to be very big this year. Going to need space.
We are. Maybe hole number 2 that they've not rented out yet might be a thing. Tai with the 8-7, raising to 100 and running into him man's boots, who just makes the call.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Oh,
Tai open.
Sneaky. Yeah. Oh, here we go. This is the end of the road for Tai.
Yeah, opening off of this stack depth.
Top pair. We've got 9 bigs. Your man's going to go half pot.
Probably smaller tail when we got the ace of hearts, and I might even go like 1 big here as a man. Let's see what size he's chopping out. Definitely more than 1 big blind, but when we've got aces, ace of hearts, just generally want to go really small here. Play it as a even 3 streaker. But Tai, I'm guessing, is just always check jamming here. Don't want hands like King 10 of diamonds, King Jack of diamonds to realise that maybe trying to dislodge us from ace height.
There we go. Unfortunately, running into the aces. Tai, who's having a good season. He's in the top 10 of the NPL. Needs help. A 7 or an 8 needed.
Help with a deuce on the turn.
The river. Here's a 9. So Tai Wang eliminated. Well played, sir. Out in 7th. £3,540. Well played indeed. Valerie says, how many do we both think the Goliath will get this year? Well, every year I go a bit pessimistic. And every year it's increased. So this year, I'm going right up to, let's go for, what was it last year? 12,993. So I'm going for 14,001. There we go.
The thing is, I would have the overs on that, but
would you?
Yeah, but I just can't see where we're going to put them all.
Me neither.
This is the problem. I feel like with the GG,
And it's not just the GG thing.
Yeah.
It's the instantly re-entering on the app,
Yeah.
on your debit card,
Like-
and instantly getting a re-entry ticket and going to see Sophie and instantly getting your seat again.
I would actually fancy the overs because I feel like we're just going to have more people qualifying in,
Yeah.
more people trying to qualify in, more people finding out about the event, or just the general consensus that come over every year as well and
Yeah.
play it. Like,
And I know people are saying, why are you playing 20 levels and why are you doing this? You've got to realise that there can only be a certain number making day 2. And will it eventually go to playing down, like they do at the Irish Open with their mini? They pay 15%, they then play to 10%, then they play to 5%. So they pay you through twice, 3 times kind of thing. So is that a thing in the... I don't know. That's just me just thinking out loud. But it's going to be very interesting. But buying in on the app, instantly being able to re-enter as you're walking out. Click your buying again, go get your receipt, go and see Sophie, and within 30 seconds you could be back in again.
Exactly that.
You're right, Mickey. They do a sterling job. All floor. I think the stream team are the best part of it, to be fair. But no, everybody from top to bottom, they do a phenomenal job. It ain't easy. It is not an easy one to get right, but they do a fantastic job.
Interesting one here now for Iman on the turn. Any ideas about turning 4s into a bluff? Derek shouldn't defend 6-4 off, but will defend 6-4 suited. Just the nutted hand that potentially can spring a check jam or call us down. However, we may just find an avenue to win this one as Iman here. It's going to be a tough river spot here for Derek, but I feel like as Iman, maybe we want to start folding out some 5x and some Queen X here. Yeah, we beat the diamond draws, but they're folding anyway. The three's folding anyway. The 3 that we beat in the diamond draws, we check back. But what a bet does, we may just start folding out some 5x and we may start folding out some Queen X here. And here comes the bet from Iman. And this is the first real river spot we've seen so far on stream. And it's a toughie for Derek because once again, late position open, cut off. So there will be hands like this in here. Some King Jack in there as well, some Jack 10, maybe like a 10-9 suited. Obviously got to be a bit cautious as well with Francis in the small covering heavily when we're second in chips, but by no means an easy decision here for Derek, and he's going to let the Queen Jack go, and Iman gets one over on him there. Nice bluff on the river. Iman up to 2.5 million, making a bit of a mid-May charge at the league as well.
Playing well. We've got the NPL. Is he up to date? I'm not too sure if he's bang up to date, but Iman's up there, isn't he?
No, he's probably between 35th and 25th.
Oh,
but
I thought he was actually in there, to be fair.
He's had a
I must
few
admit.
cashes as
I
of
thought
late.
he was in there. I must admit. My bad. But Tai, who was just cashed again. We'll play the Tai in 8th.
What about
So that's on his 50.
Marius and Brian chopping the 500 as well? Like, yeah,
Unbelievable.
it's just
absolutely unbelievable. So just so consistent this year. Mad Turk cashing again this one. Another result for the Mad Turk. Adds to his points tally. There's been a good Luton so far for some. Evening, Curtis. The Toysonator. Hope you well. I hope Francis wins. Absolute legend on and off the poker tables.
Well, we're not going to get a better free bet bluff spot than this at NFT. Ace 8 off, hijack open. Just going to call as Francis, but seems like such a good spot to just go for like 350 here. But going to be bad news for everyone because Jan, who hasn't played a single hand all day, has found ace queen and he has reshipped here. And I think they all know this is going to be top end. I think even Francis, we know that he likes to play pots and put the chips in, but he's still a smart guy, and he'll know the person that's not playing many hands is not going to be reshipping hands like ace 6, ace 7, ace 5 suited here. I think he'll be aware of that, and got the chips, but doubtful to see a call off here. Going to show the ace, and to be fair, as Jan, that's a massive pickup. It's a 20% stack increase there, just getting that reshuffle through.
Like it. A C4. What do you do next year when Ipswich Town play Arsenal, Curtis? Do you have an half and half scarf?
You can't support
Sat in
two
the
teams.
house.
We've had this before. You can't have two football teams unless it's like.
Yeah, but I think he lives in Ipswich, doesn't he?
Why is he an Arsenal fan then?
I don't know.
If you live in a city or a town that have a team that's in the football league, you support that team. I'd support Oddiston Town if they weren't in the.
Rotherham United's got a new head of football today.
Who is it?
Steve McLaren.
Oh, I think you were talking about
Steve
this.
McLaren's head of football for Rotherham United.
Would like to see a fold here from Derek at an FT. Pretty looking hole in, but just can't do anything here with this one. Daniel gonna let it go as well. Francis gets it through.
The C4 is playing the 25,000 guarantee Berrynew Road Players Championship.
Good luck, Asifo.
£100 in, it took £46,000. For an £85 comp, the winner gets 12.5 grand. And there's 50 players left. And a C4 is still in. Frankie Mox played it.
I guess they're different countries, Mickey Graham, so I think that's all right, because I'm a bit of a Bayern Munich fan. I've been the last 5 years. Always have a little watch of the highlights every weekend of Bayern.
What's that?
It's two different teams in different countries. St Mirren and Sunderland.
St Mirren?
It's a funny mix of football teams you support, ain't it? St Mirren and Sunderland, but...
Who does that?
Mickey Graham.
St Mirren and Sunderland? How bizarre is that?
Unless he's saying he's 6 minutes away from St Mirren, but he supports Sunderland. I don't know.
McLaren thought he was going to Rotterdam, says Graham. How are we doing, Chompy? Hope things are well.
Oh, nice looking flop. Flop cam's back. Good to see. Jan with the nut flush draw here on the Jack 84. I would expect to see that. Maybe could scale up a little bit as well. He's going to keep it trappy. Can comfortably call the turn lead, but that one's coming in from him man with his hand. That would leave some gutters some of the time. 5, 6, 6, 7. Queen 3 just dry over card here. Looks like he's going to attack some ace high holdings. £150. And now, obviously I've only been watching Jan an hour, but just that sort of player type that I think is going to be playing pretty honestly. And what I mean by that, if he's got a jack or an overpair, I would expect high frequency c-bet, if not pure. So once he checks back, I feel like he's just going to get capped here a lot of the time at a hand like 10s at best, maybe the best hand he can have here. Pocket 9s, pocket 10s, king on the river. Would there be some ace king in here? Question that's got to go through Iman's head. King, queen, king 10. Just going to be folding turns. So only real king X that's going to get here is specifically ace king. Maybe a hand like king 8 suited that opens the button, but Iman here with just good instincts that this player type probably not checking back any strong hands, any jack X, any sets. So going to cap himself to maybe a hand like pocket 10s at best. Sometimes we'll rock up with ace king and we're going to be getting called, but not often he'll rock up with ace king. It's a button opening range. It's going to be a lot wider and so many more hands in there that we can fold out with this river barrel. But we've got a little tank up here from Jan. Ask for a little spread off the pot. Half pot coming in from Iman here on the river. This would be some call with the spades and a 5 in his hand as well. It doesn't seem like the best catch. You want him to have some 5-6, some 5-7, some 5-3, some 5x of spades. You're going to get it through him. And on the charge, up to 2.7.
Half an hour to go. Oh, this level. I'm not sure it's a break after this level. But it might not be. I'm not too sure. When do we start?
No, it
hour
won't
ago.
be. Yeah, no, it won't be. We've got an hour and 10 until next break.
It will be.
Yeah. Funny enough, Kev, I was tracking Gateshead after I had that bet about in January time, and after that, they turned into the best team non-league has ever seen.
I couldn't believe it.
Rock bottom, lost like 13 of their last 13.
You said we've nailed it
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Gay said lost 12, lost 18 of the last 18. They're only 1-2. Here we go. We're back in the other team.
And then since that game, they've gone on like, I don't know, like won 7 out of 9 or something stupid. Like, it's just ridiculous. That's it, isn't it? As Robert here going to be all in, and oh no, he's definitely getting called. Blinds are up. It's 6 big blinds. I wonder if Francis will go for click here, or whether he will call, potentially bring Iman in. But I feel like Iman will still flat some really strong hands here, specifically against chip leader under the gun open. So we've got to be careful, I think, as Francis. Like we don't want to ISO too large. Well, Rob's still in the tank here.
Yeah, is he not going for it all?
Maybe he's thinking about call, but I can't.
It's only 6, isn't it?
Yeah, gotta take the jam. And 7 bigs with Rob's big blind added on. A bit closer for Francis, but it's too good a price here. And maybe looking to click. What could be the idea? It's up to 750 here, and then can still fold if Iman goes over the top. Surely just want to get this heads up with Robert now.
He's made the call on the Iman's King Jack of clubs. He's going to fold. We're in good shape. Pocket 9s. Would have been in worse shape against the King Jack of clubs. Well,
doesn't change anything. The 3 spade flop does bring the running chop outs with spade, but just doesn't want to see an ace. There's Robert here.
that'll do.
That will do. Seal the deal.
That will do it nicely. So right up to 18. Down now, bottom of the pack on 10 bigs. remember Bonnie Rig?
Yeah, we've had some. I remember West Brom for a bit as well. I can't remember Porto though, Kev. When was it? Were they playing Arsenal or something? I can't remember Porto.
Good luck to Aston Villa. Kick off in 15 minutes in the Europa League final. I'm not having no bets, Kev. No bets for me today in the final.
Ace Queen for Jan here. 16 bigs. Nice one to open. Would be raise call in here. 6-4 off. We do get to defend very wide when chip leader at FT, but wouldn't be as Francis here. But Francis, even against 2.5, actually does want to have a look.
King, Queen, 9. Jan flopping very nicely indeed. So Francis's option on a 2 of hearts turn. That's 325.
Checking back for this reason as Jan.
Oh,
Yeah. Wow.
That is very, very tight from Jan.
How's Francis got away with that one?
Woo!
Defends 6-4 off, check, leads, and gets second pair nut kicker to fold. If you sat there as Jan, you're like, we got him. We got him to start bluffing. I've seen Brian. He's in the high roller.
Yes.
I have seen as well.
Yes.
Have GG poached him?
He's not going to back
have they snapped up the hottest poker prospect of 2026? I saw him with a GG patch, so I wonder if they looked at the league when we'll have him. I feel like we're raising this. I might know he's probably jamming this one as Francis at what are we 14 here. I just want to be putting maximum pressure on these shallow stacks. But why would you if you're going to flop top and bottom? Looking for the trap as Francis. Not getting a bite from Derek, but probably going to get a street here on the turn. There's Derek. I personally would call once here. I know we can see how thin Derek's drawing, but against Francis here, may just take some stabs against weakness. We have position, may shut down on river, and we can just knuckle back and win the hand. That's the call from Derek.
Off to the river. Ace of diamonds. Francis with the check mark. Top pair on the flop.
I feel like it's a really nice spot to value bet because against thinking opponents, they're going to be like, hold on a minute, buddy. You haven't set me in pre-flop blind on blind as chip leader, 14 effective. You just can't really have an ace here. So what have you got? Are you going to go this thin with a king? And you're probably going to shove stuff like king, jack, king 10 as well. Derek going to snap fold, but I might have got really curious in that spot when the ace rolled off on the river. I might have even paid that one with fourth pair because you just expect Francis to set us in with any ace the way he plays, and probably not going to go as thin as a king. I'm not sure. Maybe he does have some like king 7 value bets in there. Snap fold from Derek. Just saw the 4 overcards and thought I'm out of here. 3 overcards, should say.
Hello.
Who's that? The old Turk. Turk, tell us about the exit, and we missed it.
Which one?
Come here.
Which one you want?
Come here. You finished 8th.
Yeah.
Let's just have a pull up the. Here we go. Pull up the stack, the payouts. There we go. You finished 8th for 2,760.
Yeah.
You had a pair.
Yeah.
Which pair was it?
Oh, I had like 7 big blind. I had pocket 10s.
Oh, you had the 10s.
Yeah, I pushed all in. Tai had queen. Somebody had kings.
Right.
Tai hit the queen.
Right.
Good night, Vienna, you know?
Yeah.
I thought you had the kings.
No, I had tens.
Oh, I was expecting the table
No,
to be turned upside
that's
down
it.
and everything.
To be fair, when I was watching the table, I didn't see him play a single hand. It looked like he was laddering for 8th tower.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, you have to sometimes, when people play big hands, either they have it or they don't, you see. And if they've got a blocker and unblocker,
Yeah,
I'm dead.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
a king and a 2.
I can't get over that king and a 2. You explained that brilliantly, but people like me don't have no clue.
Just if you don't understand it, don't
Yeah.
use it. As they say, if it's one of
the other
those.
thing you explain sometimes is the combos.
Yeah.
Oh, they're killing me, that combos. I try to understand, but I gave up this combos business. I just said to myself, you know what, Turt? Look at people in the eye.
Yeah, have they got it
If
or
they've
have they
got
not?
it, they haven't got it.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it.
Have they got it? Have they not got it? Cheers, Toad. Derek here finds the dream spot here, pondering a decision like he's looking for a Queen Jack suited, King Jack suited reshove, but in reality, he knows what he's always doing here. Time bank goes in, and I wonder how much of this time bank is going to be used.
Hopefully, all of it. No,
There we go. Just the
hardly
10
any of it.
seconds.
It's a big tell.
Wow, and Jan's got 10s. And he's going to let it go. I guess the collision effect could occur here. But Francis, I don't think's ever got a good hand. Him, I'm going to still open fairly wide. Late position, second in chips. Jan just snap bins the 10s.
Yeah, it's a big tell. Jay always says it. The time bank tell. If you're watching it back and you're chucking a time bank and you've already made up your mind that you're jamming it in, it's a bit of a tell. And it's a bit of a monster.
Like the success rate is just unbelievable as well. Obviously, you need a huge sample size, but
Yeah.
the success rate is just higher than it should be. But the problem is I put myself under it because when I flutter in and flick in one of these events and I've got someone that watches the stream, they can just reverse tell me. They can literally just reverse tell me, and then I've got to try and figure out who it is if they watch the stream. Are they doing this because they know I'm always folding? Can anyone knock Francis off of this top spot? Coming with the chip lead today, held it for the first few hours. 6 remain in the mini and Luton. Where's Peachy? I'm just looking at the back there, and I haven't seen Wayne in a couple of events. Didn't see him in Blackpool. Maybe have a venture down to Luton. I feel like we're okay to call here, Azima, and with the future as well, it doesn't really change much. We drop down to 1.9. We've still got a big enough gap between us and the rest of the pack. Close it slightly on Francis up to 2.7. What is it? 7 big blind jam, blind on blind, like king high. Seems like it could qualify. I feel like it's going to qualify more when we have that distance between us and third. Maybe if the future is we lose, we bring ourselves right back into the pack with anyone else, and the upside just doesn't outweigh the downside. then maybe we want more folding, but 7 bigs a king, blind on blind. I'm more than happy to get that one through a queen eye. Good open this.
From Gun as well. The blinds now at 60k.
Just the credit you get, like King 10 suited, straighten them up, Queen 10 suited, straighten them up, chip leader under the gun open, like mixing in some of these suited queens when you've got a significant chip lead.
The Manta makes an appearance at the bottom. Realise the camera's there. There's 6 on the button for Rob Danks. Decides not to bet with an ace. Could have owned. Six, 3, 7. Dedicating is 3. Yours check, check. Open ender now for Francis on the turn. And he can bet. And Derek just folding the best of it. Francis just using his chip stack and his table presence.
Nice hand to do it with there, actually, though, as well. Block in all the straights that are available other than the... even blocking the 10-6 as well.
Buying for this smout was £340 in total. For the minute. £340, and the winner is going to walk away with 31,000.
Not bad. For 300 bob.
Yep. For £300 buying, 31,000. Blind at 30, 60, 12. Which now have confused me.
We're top right.
Top right, are we? Thank you.
Blinds up in 12 minutes, and then it's 40 minutes until the break. Francis just limps 5-3 off, okay. feel like when you've got such a tight player in the big blind, like if you want a VP band like this, surely we can just open house again, not jam this over a limp. 9 bigs, king 10 suited, gonna allow Francis a free one. And the free one flops a 3. Now what's the players, Jan? And the 2 overcards, nice backdoors. I'm gonna get out of there. But surely Francis, any good hand, the way he's been playing, he's just going to open it, right? When you've got this image built for yourself already, if you've got a good hand, there's no need to limp it. So I feel like as Jan there, maybe we can just take the king 10 suited.
Six left in the mini. Remember the King Jack opens.
Jan finds an ace on the button. Good enough for just north of 8. Going to get it through him and 7-5.
On 6, dance cakes, 7 bigs.
Daniel with the 7s on the button here. Rob, I feel like we have to call here. Ace 3 suited, that feels too good. Getting a lot of rough spots like we do at these mini final tables because just so many shallow stacks. The thing is, we've got that if we ladder and we bust him, just put a bit of leeway between us and Jan, even Derek. Go ahead of him and chips.
Which ace was a snap? Ace 7, ace 8?
Yeah. I think he'd be calling ace-7, ace-8 here. I know we're suited, but just a little bit extra
Oh, he's
equity.
made the call with ace-3. Rob Danks against Dan Skeggs as 7s.
Yeah, 7 bigs. We got one in there. Suited wheel ace. Well, the king 3 suited's in there and some queen 3 suiteds maybe that we could dominate.
Five, 7, 5, 8, 9. Trading aces. Oh, ouch.
Yeah, that's
on the turn.
Filthy one after that flop. 6s and 7s needed for Daniel.
And it is not. Ace on the turn kills Dan Skeggs. £4,750. Not a bad return for your 300, but had a lot of equity on the turn.
Yeah, to be fair, you wouldn't have seen it, but Rob was the man with the kings in the kings, queens, and tens pot earlier on the outer table before we were live, and Tai found the lady, so he could have been up to over 2 mil at that point. But you get as many of those for you as you do against.
Iman says, I'm moving to 2 if that's all right. Says, yeah, why not? Spread out a little. We're on 5 and 5 minutes of this level to go. Does that mean we're on a 30?
We should be. Yeah, we should be on a 30. It's a good shout.
Let's go, Rob. I'd love to see him take it down. He deserves it. And how hard he's been working. Nice on the corner. Queen 10, Derek. Jan with the 8 deuce out of the way. Not we're doing anything out of the small with those. Francis, 80 bigs. Iman second in chips. Small blind making it up. Francis. Derek with the 8 eye, the best of it. 9-10 queen flop. Francis takes the lead. 5 on the turn. Just over 1 BB, and Francis not calling with a 5. So we're on 5. Mine's 30, 60. For the next couple of minutes. Then we're going up. Not sure if it's a 30-minute clock. I think it should be. As it drops down. When we get 500 in any final of a GUKPT event. Derek with the 10s. And Jan has said all of it. And Derek says call. And it's ace king for Jan and 10s for Derek. 10 bigs. In they went against Derek Boyles. Pocket 10s. Off we go. Who wins this one? Here we go. 886. Good for Derek. Still good for Derek. Ace or a king needed for Jan to survive. And it is not. Jan Zabado busting out in 8th. Well done, Jan. Good to see him playing in Luton. See him in London as well. So down to 4. Iman in seat number 2. Down in seat 4. Francis in 5. And Derek Boyle in 7. Derek used to play at Alder Circuit years ago.
Yeah, I know Derek very well. I used to play cash with Derek
you?
about 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, avid DC player is Derek.
He is. But we only ever see him nowadays in Luton and Coventry. And that's it. He was playing cash all the time. And won't need to go anywhere else.
King 10 suited for Robert. Should see it open.
Any flops about?
This could be fun.
Any flops about, ladies and gentlemen? Any flops?
Well, there's Robert here. Have we got the triple off on us? Because against Francis, still going to have some Queen X here that might start folding turn. But we're going to be aware there are a lot of hands that will call again, but fold to a third barrel when the pairs pick up a straight draw. Has like 9-10, Jack-9 suited, Queen Jack, Queen 10, maybe a King 9 of diamonds in there, but is just choosing to shut this down. Maybe feels that better to check call and rather than bet, get jammed on and potentially have to let it go. So I'm guessing just taking the approach here of taking our price, getting nearly 4-1 on the call. Unless he's thinking about springing it here against Francis. Maybe going to be one of our best check jams, blocking some Jack 10, heaps of equity to get there, put some 1 pairs in the blender. I'm just going to take his price when it's that good. Big river coming up.
Three of clubs. Here's that river. Ace and a check mark for Francis.
Just waiting for action to catch up here, but looks like it's gone Francis open. An action here on Emin. There we go.
Ladies. What's that, 475? 600. 600.
Don't even think Francis can find a way to continue here.
Nope, should be on to the next.
He's not one to dwell up for a bit of Hollywood, though. Usually pretty quick with his... Whoa. He's going to put...
Well, he's making a call.
No,
Well,
he's 4-bet to 1.2 milli with 10-7 off. Francis has gone for the 4-bet with the 10-7. Emin says,
and
whatever.
He says all of it, and now Francis is like, oh my God, I've got a call here, and you're going to see me 10-7. Oh, man. I'm a priced into call, he says.
He's getting nearly 4-1 here. I don't see how we can put 1.2 million and fold now. I just don't see how we can, regardless of the hand.
He's already smiling. He's already smiling at the camera. Oh dear me.
And Emin is going to be.
The man knows he's in front for sure. Can I ever fold? Oh, can anybody ever fold?
Well, that's the thing. If Emin's just got ace king here, we got nearly 40%, and we get nearly 4-1.
He's made the call, and this is it. And Rob Danks looks down and he sees the 10-7 offsuit. Oh man.
Emin.
How confident are you, Emin? It's 10-7, but not that. It's Francis.
Yeah. These are the ones you just don't want any sweat. No pairs, no gutters. Just like a little deuce, 4, something along those lines.
Well, obviously.
There's a 10.
Obviously.
Here we go.
10s and 7s.
All in there.
Emin says, you give me that face already. 10s and 7s for the sick one. But it is not.
How's it come? 3 across, 4 across, and not a 10 or a 7.
Phew, and now we've got a new chip leader.
Suddenly, Emin in control. Rob Danks out of the bottom as the short stack.
Hey, Chipman. How's the chip, man? Hope we have the notifications on. Watching in the US of A. How's the weather, Chairman? How's your day been? Derek with the ace jack. Gonna raise up. From gun, what's he got? 21. Just click probably. Yep, there we go. 170. Rob's got the ace king for 8.
Yeah, this is all in
8.5.
Bit of a caller, to be fair, full-handed.
Gotta go with it. Just gotta say the words. Pass me the triangle. And he's gone for it. All of it. The triangle's there. And Derek now. Ace jack, have I got to call? He says it's for 7 bigs. 7 Bs with ace jack off. Ugh. It's a close one.
I don't even think it's close. I feel like we've got a call here as Derek. It's four-handed now. This is the thing. We've got a lot locked up in the prize pool. We're sort of at that time. We want to try and get ourselves involved in a chance to win this trophy.
Yep, he's gone for it. And Rob stands up with the ace king in the best of it against Derek Boyle's ace jack. And Derek just taps the table and says, nice hand. Flop time. There's a jack on the flop. Rob Danks now needs a king.
Down to a 3 out top.
Can he find it? He does not. Derek just taps the table. He said, nice hand. He gets the bit of fortune that you need. Rob Danks gets very unlucky. £9,450 for Rob. And he heads to the side rail. And Derek stacks in his chips. 3 players left.
Decent payday, but a couple of spots today we got really unlucky. A decent sized pot. 3 remain. 20 minutes until break, or if we get heads up, whichever comes first.
Lines are 8 to get. Mickey Graham, dad joke of the week. Well done, sir. Am I a bad person? I took my nan to the bank earlier. She asked me to check her balance, so I pushed her over. Dad joke of the week. Boom boom. Oh man. Hey.
Six three suited, and with a complete hit. Don't mind a little raise once in a while. This one up to 200 is imminent. Suited and gapped as Derek. A bit more freedom now with free-handed. Decent amount locked up. Lots of play in this for these guys. 29 bigs are short stack. And expect an open on the button from Derek. Queen 10. Imman here. Ace Jack suited, three-handed. Think this is going to be fine to look for free bet call. What are we, 27, 28 here, Derek? Just a flat.
Francis with the Jack 4. Can't fold this one. Surely going to be three-handed to the flop, isn't it? No, it is not. Francis says, no thanks. The Jack and the 4 is no good for me. Good timing. Comes Jack high or something like that, and him man would have got him. Queen 10-8. Double gutty for him, man. Top 2 for Derek. Always be calling once. There's your man. So I can see number 2.
Went for flat pre, maybe wanting to keep in a lot of hands that we dominate. It does make sense. Maybe feels like one that we're not comfortable to call off against a Derek 4-bet jam. I think it would probably be fine as the Jack of Hearts comes off on the turn. Should slow things down a little here. 9x making a straight, not a turn that we want to get check raised on as Derek, so probably going to knuckle back, clean river, then we can seek some value perhaps from some worse 2 pairs. It's just very hard here as Derek to, what are we trying to get some value from here? 10-8, not going to peel in the small blind. Jack 10 maybe the only one. We've got a 10 in our hand, so what, only 6 combos left of that. I just feel one of these is Derek. Maybe he's trying to find out where he is, but what hand is calling of Imman's that is worse? He's going to call the Ace Jack against the double barrel here. Could be drawing to chops. Ace King in range of Derek. Maybe feels like Derek only betting this turn with a 9 or a bluff, which kind of makes sense. If he feels like it's 9x or a bluff or Ace King or a bluff, I'm guessing it's Derek. Maybe turn bet to check back river. Once again,
check back.
There's a tiny bit of turn value. I don't think I would have got myself. Would have gone for the check back. Imman got a bit curious on the 4-liner. Maybe feels like really polarized turn bet. Probably expected what I expected. No 2 pairs or pairs to bet there, and it's just going to be polarized to a straight or a bluff. So Ace Jack would be ahead of the bluffs. Derek getting a bit fruity. 2 pair value bet on the 4-liner.
Did you hear about the guy who invented the knock-knock joke?
Yeah.
He won the Nobel Prize.
I did hear about that.
They're all coming out today. I recently played poker with an origamist. He folded every hand. Is origamist a word? Is that what it is if you do origami? You're an origamist? Feels like it's a made-up word,
One of those.
Origamist.
Is that like winningist?
Yeah, that's still not a word.
It is a word.
I'm not having it.
We got it up on the Chrome
not
button.
having it.
We literally got it up on Google and read it out to everyone on the street.
I'm still not having it. You won't be able to use it with Susie Dent, let me tell you. Winningist.
I bet you. Well, I know you wouldn't because it's probably more than 9 letters. This isn't Street Countdown on the IT crowd. To this one, blind on blind, and a bit of action. This blind on blind.
Top pair for Derek. Francis with second pair redraws.
Well, that's a fun one.
That is a fun one for Francis. Picks up so many outs.
Yeah, not just for Francis, but Derek turning aces up as well. So this could be a decent sized pot here, depending on how played from Derek. Feel like with position here, we're happy to just continue calling. Keep some bluffs in, and Francis is more than capable of barreling off. However, against this really small size, I don't know if there's merit in raising against really small. Francis trying to set his price for rivers. And suddenly Francis, who has been the chip leader
For a long time.
yeah, going to be sat last in chips out of the final three. Whatever happens here, unless somehow it goes bet jam, and Derek folds, but I can't see that ever happening. Francis has a call or a fold hand, and it looks like he's counting out a call, and two pairs going to be best for Derek.
Yeah, it's his nice hand. And into the monk they go. 3 left. Francis Oberdon, Derek Boyle and Iman Sarkashik. Oh, can we look at numbers? Interesting.
We'll break in 10 minutes, guys. So what we have been told is that they do pause the clock.
We've got his background back.
Oh, we've got a background back. Yes, we do. Pause the clock. They're going to take 10 minutes while the guys count the stacks, sort out the numbers. When they come back from the break, there's your numbers, yes or no. Done. Straight back into action.
There'll be a countdown clock right down bottom of there. When that strikes 0, we will be back. See what they say.
See you soon.
Back soon.
Got told off by the boss over there because you didn't have a Guinness in your hand one day. He was like, "What are you doing, Tower? Get a drink." It's part of the Irish Open.
Oh, here we go. Aces for Phil. Justin's all in. We could be down to 6.
Yeah. 1 o'clock on a Sunday, down to 6, potentially. Frankie got it in aces versus queens versus jacks, and Grimo hit a queen.
Yep. And here we go. Justin Devonport needs a jack. Can we hook one?
Oh, wow.
Yes, we can, baby.
How many times?
King of the spinners.
Seeing aces cracked relentlessly the last couple of days.
Now I'm the king of the spinners. VIP. Justin Devonport. 3 bigs yesterday at the last chip count. And now doubled up to 30 big blinds.
So we had kings versus aces yesterday a few times, and the kings come out on top twice. We also had aces into 10s yesterday. Phil Tate against Gromo. The 10s come out on top. It just seems like aces are getting cracked everywhere.
Yeah. James Hartigan in the shark outfit. Yeah, that was good.
Nah. What is this?
Barry.
Grimo finds the flat as he... Oh, this is grim. Grimo finds the flat and Woody's got boots behind. Nah. This 4th time we've had aces into kings.
Setup central.
Oh. We saw Barry crack the aces of Tatey about an hour ago with pocket tens. Now he's going to have to crack the aces of Woody.
Here we go. Can't believe it, he says. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I've got kings. You've got the aces, Woody. How have you managed that? Oh my God.
Well, he's going to need to do it again, and there's a king in the muck, so he's going to need the case cowboy.
Wow. Oh, running diamonds.
He needs 2 diamonds on the flop first for running diamonds.
That's true. He needs a lot of diamonds. He needs diamonds everywhere.
So.
He's found
Grimo
it!
finds it!
He's found the king!
Case cowboy, hello! No runners for the boot, so ace to fade twice.
Wow. No ace, shouts Barry. And does it. He gets back up to 300,000 and Woody's down at 214. What a game this is.
Madness.
He's done it again.
How's he feeling now, Grimo?
I'm feeling top of the world, me kid. Top of the world, I'm feeling.
Of ace-x, I think. Working with queens on that occasion. We move to the next hand. King Jack for Endrit here. It was called Calypso after the orange drink because it was orange drink in blue cans and we had blue bats and orange balls. So there we go. Thank you, Sabri. I never knew that. Mind blowing. Mind blowing stuff.
Nice drink as well, Calypso.
I thought Calypso was always the pop-up ice cream. Yeah, I always thought it was the ice pop.
The pop-up ice pop. In a long foot-long ice pop.
Yeah. Could be some fun here. Endrit up and down with the King Jack. No diamond in hand, top pair, decent kicker for Phil. Going to start with 28k and Phil should just be a check call here. Four of clubs, two-tone turn. May go for a barrel here as Endrit with a jack in hand, and it's one of these situations that in a way we get to barrel turn, and on Brick River's tower we triple off because Phil's just going to have hands like Jack 8, Jack 9, 8x of diamonds, Jack 10, 9-7, 8-7, 9x of clubs, 10x of clubs. So there's just one pair holdings galore that have either a flush draw or a straight draw to go with it here. So Endrit, in a way, gets like the 9x and 8x with a straight or flush draw to call and folds them out on the river. The 10x, I'm not sure about how often it's going to fold when we get to the river on certain Brick Rivers, but I do feel like as Endrit here, we're going to be unloading on non-club. Well, actually, he may unload on a club, but won't unload on a diamond. But if this is like an offsuit deuce tower, I feel like this is going to be check jam decision. Let's see what the river brings. Deuce of hearts. Same thing. 5 of spades. Here we go. Here we go. So, same what we just spoke about on the turn. Endrit's going to be where here against the big blind. All these hands that Phil's going to have that are obliged to call the turn but fold the river. Hands like Jack 9, Queen 9, 7, 8, Jack 8. He's going to have 9x of clubs, 8x of diamonds, 4x of diamonds in there as well. There's just so many one pair holdings that Phil is going to get to the river with here. And this is the thing. When Phil gets here with Jack 9, Jack 8, 8x of diamonds, 9x of clubs, they can't really call, I don't think. So just putting Phil in a horror spot, and a great thing for Endrit is as well, with it being two-tone on the turn, and Phil has only 3, 4, 5 back, he's going to be check jamming 2 pair plus a lot of the time. So this 5 is not changing anything unless we get here with like 8-5 of diamonds or maybe 4-5 of diamonds as Phil. He's just capped at 1 pair so often, and the best hand he can probably have here is something like ace 10 or king 10 that he has in this situation. And this is the problem for Phil, because if we say to ourselves we're going to be check jamming a lot of our 2 pair plus on the turn, it's very hard for us to get to the river with just a better hand than king 10. Obviously we can have ace 10 as well, but we're pretty high up here as Phil. If we say to ourselves we might check jam some 2 pair plus on the turn, if not always, some of the time. So when we're as high up as king 10, if we've got like king 10 of hearts here, I think we probably got a call. He's got the king of diamonds. He has called. Phil Tate makes the call.
Well done, sir.
But this is the thing from Phil's perspective. We went through Endrit's, but from Phil's, it's very hard for him, I think, now to have 2 pair when we get to this river, or 2 pair plus, because at that stack depth, we're probably going to check jam a lot of our 2 pair plus on two-tone when we can credibly rep some combo draws for bluffs. So Endrit just aware that we're going to get there with a lot of 1 pairs and just put in that range in the blender. But when we've got the king 10, although having the king of diamonds probably not a good one to have, feels like he's going to be pretty high up. And that great poker hand from both there. I think really good hand from both.
Nice call from Phil Tate. In C number 1, he's got nothing need to feel down. He's got 160,000. Ali Malou with the jack 10 of diamonds. He says call. Pete with the jack 3 defends the big blind off to the flop. Oh, 2 diamonds on the board. Ali Malou could get in a bit of bother here. Chum with a nut flush draw. Probably go about third. No, checks. Oh, now there's trouble. How does Ali Malou ever survive this? We know it's a paired board. When we have flush draw on the flop, you think the king's going to bet. So Ali's going to open the turn. Drawing dead. And then chum.
I feel like when we check back this board and we raise in position, it just looks way too strong. Like we're not going to check back king X and then raise it in position on the turn on the flush completer as chun. So maybe a flat here. I know we can see raising, we're just going to get it versus jack 10 suited, but just trying to look at this as against Ali's range, what he might lead here. Might lead some pocket 8, some 7x, maybe the bare ace of diamonds. But Chun is just going to go for the raise right now because it is difficult to get it all in. Well,
he's going to say all of it in a snap call, just in case he's got the bare king. Ali Malou is drawing dead. Oh, he's played so well. He's played nice and patient. He's had 1 7x and that's it. Ali Malou drawing dead on the river. Oh, eliminated. Chunman up to 258. No need to feel down.
Jacks for Rob. Ace 9 suited for Tatey, like that fold. I think that shows a lot of discipline, but just aware of the situation. And Frankie's got the boots.
Oi, oi, oi.
No flat in here. Is Frankie just going to be jamming? And there's the triangle. Oh my word, Grimo.
He's got the queens. This is ill.
Barry Grime. Ladies. In it goes. And now Rob with jacks here. So we've opened +1. Frankie wants to send in her 8 big blinds here. And then we've got a reshove from Grimo. He does call it off with the jacks. Queens for Grimo. Aces for Frankie.
Action, baby. Come on, Frankie. Aces. Rob McAdam has got the jacks and Barry Grime has got the queens. Come on, Frankie. Here we go.
If you get a lady, mate, you make a lot of shit. We get Jack and Bob.
All in.
Yeah, Jack, yeah.
What's that?
Oh.
Your chips.
Well, it is Jack.
Here we go.
Oh,
Barry Grime flopping a set of queens. The Grimo, it looks like taking out Frankie.
Oh, bingo.
yeah, so Rob is dead. Frankie needs the case ace.
Come on, the ace. Oh, and it's not, it's a 2. Oh. Grimo, Grimo, Grimo. What have you done? Well done, Frankie. Great effort. Aces on the final table. You get the chance to get it. Flight numbers are verified and chip counts are verified, and Simon's just reading out this lot.
So 20k. 320 for Iman. 18,175 for Francis. Derek taking 22,45. And they're leaving 6,530 to play for. Have to leave 10% of the prize pool to play for.
They've not agreed to it yet.
Have they not?
No. Oh, they're just chatting.
Okay, all right.
They're just having a quick chat. They're looking. They're the numbers that's been proposed. So 6,500 to play for. Oh, there's the fist pumps. You must have known. There's the fist pumps. We have agreed to it. Stick it on the screen.
We are good.
Well done. Not bad for a £300 event.
No.
Locking up £18,000, 20,000, 20,000 and 6 to play for. Well done, one and all. 3 players left. Iman Sarkisic, Francis Oberdon and Derek Boyle. Well done, one and all. When a £300 comp, you just do not mind it at all.
That's how it's suited for. Derek, you want to complete? Yeah, man. I'm going to check his option as shouts of 2-0 Villa come into the chat.
What? I didn't even know it was 1-0.
I didn't actually know it was 1-0 either.
2-0 to Villa. They were massive odds on when they were like nearly 1-2. Oh, who scored? Who scored? First goal scorer would either have been McGinn or Tielemans for me. I like old Tielemans, normally about 20s.
Four on the river. Would expect some value from Iman. Probably not going to get any from 10 high, but just could get some heroes from ace highs, even jack highs in this given situation. Check down to the river. Tillemans and Buendia.
Tielemans. Oh, Buendia. If I'd have had a bet, Kev, I think you might have got one in.
Always the way.
Shot on target first half, Tielemans would have been about 3-1. If not more. And Buendia is always my favourite. He's the number 10, isn't he? Villa look like taking a trophy. I'll watch the highlights later while I'm nodding off.
See, I've just realised.
Go on.
Has there ever been a cup final before the end of the season before? We've not played the last game.
It's because of the World Cup.
Because of the World Cup, okay.
Yeah.
I literally just thought, hold on a minute, is this
Because of the World Cup, they're getting everything finished, aren't they? Like the Champions
Right.
League is going to be the last game of the season this year for everything. That's even the Champions League's in May this year. And then we're off to the World Cup.
Yes, we are.
If Roy Cyphers is watching. If he replies, that means he is. Then I'll ask my question. Are you watching, Roy? Basically, I bought a team for a tenner.
Okay.
You know, in the golf section, Malaka, that he does. And it's just a random pick a number and that's...
I bet you're getting on better than me in that league.
No, I've not played it this year.
You're not in that
No,
one.
I didn't play it.
I technically haven't played it either this year. I've just set my team and...
I didn't play it this year. I do the Akabakas on the Saturday, and that's it. But obviously, that's now finished for the season. But I picked it. I think there's obviously. I don't even know how many teams are in the World Cup this year.
64, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's more
48.
this year. Yeah, it's
no, it's 48.
48.
Yeah.
64.
So obviously,
matches before,
48 of us all going to go into a draw. But I don't even know if the draw's been done. That's what I'm looking for. Francis and Derek on a Jack Eye flop, Jack 8-4. Middle pair for Francis, gutter for Derek.
We'll be calling one series Derek.
King of Diamonds turn.
I'm not going to change too much here on this king turn. So I wouldn't expect Francis to call if met by a bet, but Derek going to take a freebie. Maybe some ideas about bluffing rivers.
Francis with the check mark with the 8.
Not going to bluff the 6 high here. Probably gets called by an 8 as played. Deal done. Money locked up. You play much golf, Tower? Speaking of golf?
Yes.
Yes.
Got a few rounds in. Played all right. Don't know why, but I started. Don't know what's happened to me 7-9. It's normally my go-to club.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I even shanked 3 of them.
Huh?
And I mean, like, where's that gone?
Yeah.
Like, I'm hitting straight and it's going that way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's happening here? Nick went, what are you doing? Yeah, it's been all right. So the 48 teams are in. I think I've paid. Roy will let me know. He is watching though.
Well,
Mr.
well
Cyphers.
if you want,
I'm definitely paid.
I'm guessing I'm probably X amount clear at the top of the golf league now that Roy is going to owe me some money soon. So just knock it off the bill if you want to. I'll do it that way. I'm guessing he's going to just message me, go, owe you $1,000 or something in a few months because I know I've got a golf team.
Did we know there's a mini golf world champions? I did not know that.
Nine spades on the turn here. Francis not c-betting the king high board. May have c-bet this one with the ace of hearts, but looks like it's Derek's option to lead. We'll fold out the ace high. Derek up to 3.7.
There we go. Draw is this weekend. Once the payments are in. 48 players. 48 teams. Come on, who do I want? I don't even know who I want. Who's even the
I
favourites?
don't know.
I can't even tell you who the favourites are. It's got to be Brazil, hasn't it?
Surely it's France, right?
Neymar's playing for Brazil this year.
Yeah, probably France, I reckon, are favourites. Actually, I don't know who, but yeah, probably France because they've got that Mbappe, ain't they?
Spain, Brazil.
The usuals. Oh, Spain are favourites, wow.
There we go. Well, they've got that wonder kid, haven't they?
Yamal.
That's him.
It's just not the team they used to be like 10, 15 years ago, Spain, are they? They used to...
They won the Euros.
Yeah, but they were a much better team that sort of like 2008 to like 2014 period when they've got Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets,
Yeah, you can name
Puyol,
all the Spanish
Piqué,
team before the English team.
Casillas. Like, it just... You used to look at that Spanish team and go, what? But now it's a bit different. Not much happening free-handed off the deal being done. Sometimes it's licensed to go a bit mental, playing for all the chips, but
Not this one.
lots of small pot poker since we've been back.
Yep, there we go. Spain, France and England, the top three in the bay.
Francis, when he just feels it, just going to go upstairs here. Derek Boyle, top of the shop.
Indeed. That's how close he is. That's why they did a deal. The current day's Spain team is probably the best international team since Spain 08 to 12. There you go. Then it can't do anything out of the big blind with a 7-3. And run heads up to the flop. Iman and Francis.
Well, nice to see a bit of optimism this year for the World Cup, Kev. England out, round 16.
France win it. Brazil runner up. Spain and Portugal third and fourth. Queen, 9 flop. Open end for Francis.
Instant service for Francis. Gets the check mark. Only saving grace for him and not really a turn we're going to like to barrel here with this hand.
So So Francis, after hitting the turn on the nut straight. Pile near pot.
And out the way.
So Roy's just said to me,
Yep.
he says, he's just said, Tower, I have not got the stream chat on, but you can read this out.
Okay.
He says, Fantasy Football League finishes this weekend, and nobody, and he means nobody, can overtake me for the wooden spoon.
You.
Me.
You.
And no, that was in the Fantasy Football League.
Oh, that was in the
and
football.
I thought
okay.
I nailed it. Because what it was, you picked 4 teams at the beginning of the season, 1 from each league. And then every week you added another team who you thought was going to do really well.
Yeah.
Well, obviously I had Leicester.
Yeah.
Obviously I had Leicester. And then Swindon, who then failed as well. So I've got the wooden spoon in the football. And then in the golf league, it's halfway through, and Jay needs a miracle not to be bottom of the league. So between us, we could be having spoon fights.
We could. We literally could.
Thanks, Roy.
How can I just be bottom of every league I am, whether it's football fantasy, golf fantasy, whatever fantasy it is, I'm just bottom. Every single league.
Oh, dear.
Ace Deuce suited for Francis, open on the button. And 8 Deuce of clubs here for Iman. We'll have a look.
Yes. They do suited, thank you.
I am, you laugh, I am on a run in my LMS though.
On what?
Me LMS,
Oh, last man standing.
yeah, because it weren't until this round, which started about 6 weeks ago. Been doing it since the start of the season.
Yes.
I've gone out round 1 every single week, but I'm in round 5 currently. There's about 7 of us left, so if we all get through the next round, we get to split it. But I've got no Man U to pick, no City to pick, no Arsenal to pick. I've basically got like.
Oh, can I pick it?
Do you want to pick it for me? Because if we get through, we chop the prize pool. It would be. I might let Tower pick me LMS. I might have to let Tower pick.
How have you managed to get through to round 5?
I know. That's what I said. All season, I've been out round 1 every single week, and now suddenly I don't know what I'm doing there.
I love it.
So I think we'll do that this weekend. We'll let you pick me last man standing. This is separated by 5 BBs, top to bottom.
To be fair, I've not seen any squad from any country, to be fair, I must admit. But Razor Kev says, we've got no chance. Kane can't play 9 games in 5 weeks. Saka's overrated. Gordon is pants. Bellingham's just not any good. And Rice looks absolutely tired out. And Reece James is fit 1 week a month. So Queens for Derek. Francis with the 10-7. I'm sure we've seen the 10-7 before of Francis.
A bit
Doing
different.
strange
It was
things.
against Queens last time, to be fair.
How is this set up? Just like happened again.
Yeah, this time Francis not going for the 4-bet jam with the 4-bet call with the 10-7. And Derek approaching 4 million. I think that's his peak for the tourney.
So if you just joined us, these have chopped it. There we go. Your man Francis and Derek. That were the chip counts at the time at the break. They took the 15 minutes and they agreed to the deal. 20.2, 20.3 and 18.1. And then 6,530 to play for a £300 comp. Well done, one and all. It's a great chunk of money, I must admit. Can anybody find me a bet? In fact, you might know.
Oh,
I want to know what the line is for penalties in the World Cup. There's 48 teams. I think there's something like 128 games.
okay.
I think that's right.
Find out. Take 2 seconds.
I don't know how many games there are. I think it's 128 in the World Cup.
104.
104. All
Yeah.
right, okay. So 104. How many penalties do you think there'll be? I want to know a line, please, for penalties in the World Cup. A genuine question. Don't say 700.
They used to, I don't know if they still do it, but they used to you used to be able to guess the whole thing for it. Is it the News of the World still do it in the paper? You used to be able to guess the whole line.
The News of the World is not a paper anymore.
Oh.
It stopped circulation about 10 years ago. But I know what you mean.
You remember you could guess every
Yes.
game, who'd win this game, who'd win that
Yeah.
game, and they'd give $1 million to the person that would never do it because it'd still be like 1 trillion to 1 to guess all these
That's right.
games on the
Yeah.
trot. But I remember they used to do that in the paper. But
We used to do that for our...
was the News of the World not the Sun?
Well, the News of the World was the paper, the Sun on the Sunday.
Okay.
So the Sunday
Yeah.
newspaper was News of the
Right,
World.
I got you.
Because the News of the World was only 1 day a week, which was a Sunday.
Okay. I've not read paper in a long time.
I don't think anybody has. There's that much information nowadays readily at your fingertips. You wouldn't need to read a paper. Buy a paper tomorrow for yesterday's news.
Oh, Francis going to pull the float out here with the 5-eye. He must have some ideas if check to.
7 of diamonds on the turn. Leaves a gut shot. Well, not so much that, it's just we can apply pressure. Because if Iman checks and Francis bets, then Iman just has to get out of the way. Yep, it's the best of it to fold. Pressure from Francis. 3 players left. They have chopped the money, playing for 6,500.
10-8 for Francis. Middle pair for Derek. I'm going to start betting. Francis with a gutter here. Just making the call.
Ace of hearts on the turn.
Check once more from Francis here. Will be some ace highs that need to call once. Blind on blind, all the ace highs on this board are going to have to call once against this size. So definitely will be some ace X in range of Francis here. Derek going to go for a second street with just a 6. Now really starting to shrivel this gutter of Francis. But you never know with him. I feel like we can just fold now out of position, but does he have any other ideas? Oh, he's reaching all right. Upstairs.
It's like 1.1.
With the gutty.
And a bit of change.
And the 720 back over to Derek here. And pretty tough spot here. Wouldn't expect Francis to ever raise any one pair holdings here. Putting the 6 in a real spot, and maybe why as Derek could have gone for the knuckle back on turn. But what's Francis supposed to have here for value? Can't see him raising any turn top pair. So it's got to be some sort of 2 pair, a set. I feel like even the aces up are okay to just call and keep bluffs in. Just removal to some of the top pairs that we want to continue. So Derek going to use a time bank here, but really mulling this over. Could be some heart draws that Francis has picked up with a float, maybe a hand like he has, but 10-8 of hearts, 4-5 of hearts. Always tricky spots blind on blind when you're just working with so many combos. But Francis' value range here has to stem from 2 pair plus, and we got a 6, which is kind of nice. Removal to some of these 2 pairs, and Derek is going to make a very good call here. The only thing I will say, like, he seemed very genuine there with the tank, and if you sat there as Francis and thinking about what Derek's got here,
just apply pressure on the river.
You just expect him to be capped now a lot of the time at 1 pair. So you wouldn't expect this ever to be an ace X, and I feel like from Francis' perspective, this looks a lot like a 7. And he's going to try and get the old 6 to fold, even a 7 here that Derek could be sitting with. And big spot here for Derek Boyle.
Oof.
With just a 6. It will be some call if he can find it, but one great thing is that river coming off, now just making some deuce 7 suited less likely, some 6 deuce less likely, some ace deuce less likely. It's probably one of the best rivers we're going to get in the deck as Derek that we don't improve on. Still ahead of all these 4, 5, 8, 9, still ahead of some flush draws. If Francis is ever just airballing here, I don't think Francis is going to raise 1 pair ace X on the turn. So it's actually a really good river for Derek. Having a 6, the 2 pairing on the river just makes it tough. Really tough for Francis to have 2 pair on the turn now when we're working with as many combos as we are, blind on blind.
He has made a super call.
What a call from Derek Boyle. Finds the absolute hero on the end with just a 6. We're going to check the stacks, but believe Francis is gone. What a hand. What a call. I didn't think he'd make it. I really didn't think he'd make it. I thought it was one of those dwell ups and you kind of feel like you could be in front, but it's a big call to make. Derek Boyle.
18,000 locked up for Francis, and it looks like all the chips have gone to Derek. The pump's there. He's done him. Derek Boyle has taken out Francis. and Iman in 3, and Derek in 7. Might have 2 minutes, but we'll keep chatting. I think it's I think they might have a 5-minute break. I'm not too sure just yet, but we'll run through a few other things that's going on and what's happening. Might be a 5-minute break, but or are they carrying on? Let's see. Derek Boyle, Iman Sarkisic. Can we chip off some chips, says Derek? He has got a lot of the smaller denominations, so it looks like they are taking 5 minutes. So what they're going to do is they're going to chip up. So because of the while they're rummaging around all the chip stacks, rather than looking a mess and just chatting away through it, we'll just give them 5 minutes. I'll be back in 5 minutes' time. Heads up, Iman versus Derek. We'll not have the picture on because it's a lot of chip taking off. So we'll give him a 5-minute break. See you back for heads up in 5.
Got told off by the boss over there because you didn't have a Guinness in your hand one day. He was like, "What are you doing, Tower? Get a drink." It's part of the Irish Open.
Oh, here we go. Aces for Phil. Justin's all in. We could be down to 6.
1 o'clock on a Sunday, down to 6, potentially. Frankie got it in aces versus queens versus jacks, and Grimo hit a queen.
Yep. And here we go. Justin Devonport needs a jack. Can we hook one?
Oh, wow.
Yes, we can, baby.
How many times
King of the spinners.
seeing aces cracked relentlessly the last couple of days?
Now I'm the king of the spinners. VIP. Justin Devonport. 3 bigs yesterday at the last chip count. And now doubled up to 30 big blinds.
So we had kings versus aces yesterday a few times, and the kings come out on top twice. We also had aces into 10s yesterday. Phil Tate against Grimo. The 10s come out on top. It just seems like aces are getting cracked everywhere.
Yeah. James Hartigan in the shark outfit. Yeah, that was good.
Nah. What is this?
Barry.
Grimo finds the flat as he... Oh, this is grim. Grimo finds the flat and Woody's got boots behind. Nah. This 4th time we've had aces into kings.
Set up central.
Oh. We saw Barry crack the aces of Tatey about an hour ago with pocket 10s. Now he's going to have to crack the aces of Woody.
Here we go. Can't believe it, he says. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I've got kings. You've got the aces, Woody. How have you managed that? Oh my God.
Well, he's going to need to do it again, and there's a king in the muck, so he's going to need the case cowboy.
Wow. Or running diamonds.
He needs 2 diamonds on the flop first for running diamonds.
That's true. He needs a lot of diamonds. He needs diamonds everywhere.
So... Oh,
he's found
Grimo finds it!
He's found the king.
Case cowboy, hello! No runners for the boot, so ace to fade twice.
Wow. No ace, shouts Barry. And does it. He gets back up to 300,000 and Woody's down at 214. What a game this is.
Madness.
He's done it again.
How's he feeling now, Grimo?
Ah, feeling top of the world, me kid. Top of the world, I'm feeling.
Of ace-x, I think. Working with queens on that occasion. We move to the next hand. King Jack for Endrit here. It was called Calypso after the orange drink because it was orange drink in blue cans and we had blue bats and orange balls. So there we go. Thank you, Sabri. I never knew that. Mind blowing. Mind blowing stuff.
It's a nice drink as well, Calypso.
I thought Calypso was always the pop-up ice cream.
Ice
Yeah, I always thought it was the ice pop.
The pop-up ice pop. In a long foot-long ice pop.
Yeah. Could be some fun here. Endrit up and down with the King Jack. No diamond in hand, top pair, decent kicker for Phil. Going to start with 28k and Phil should just be a check call here. Four of clubs, two-tone turn. May go for a barrel here as Endrit with a jack in hand, and it's one of these situations that in a way we get to barrel turn, and on Brick River's tower we triple off because Phil's just going to have hands like Jack 8, Jack 9, 8x of diamonds, Jack 10, 9-7, 8-7, 9x of clubs, 10x of clubs. So there's just one pair holdings galore that have either a flush draw or a straight draw to go with it here. So Endrit, in a way, gets like the 9x and 8x with a straight or flush draw to call and folds them out on the river. The 10x, I'm not sure about how often it's going to fold when we get to the river on certain brick rivers, but I do feel like as Endrit here, we're going to be unloading on non-club. Well, actually, may unload on a club, but won't unload on a diamond. But if this is like an offsuit deuce tower, I feel like this is going to be check jam decision. Let's see what the river brings. Deuce of hearts. Same thing. Five of spades. Here we go. Here we go. So, same what we just spoke about on the turn. Endrit's going to be where here against the big blind. All these hands that Phil's going to have that are obliged to call the turn but fold the river. And we are back. First hand of heads up. Derek making one of the best calls you're going to see for a long time at a final table. Sends Francis to the rail. He takes home 18k and a bit of change after the deal was done. Pocket eights, nice looking flop. Just to continue from Derek, 3-1 chip lead. Ace King suited for Emin. Queen Jack for Derek. Feel like just too many bigs here other than to jam, to just call, keep some dominating hands in perhaps.
Flop time, baby. This is Jack on the flop for Derek. Out flops the E-man. Aces and kings needed to overturn this one. So Derek out flopping him, man, but we bring up a flush draw. 20 bigs for him, man. Checkity check. The river, all important. It's a spade 4 of. Derek with the check mark. Can we go for a bit of value?
Of course. Especially once we, I might have even gone for 3 streets here as Derek. Mixing in a check on the turn, worried about trips. 500k on the river here, and Neiman looks a bit confused. Maybe would expect Derek to continue betting some Jack X on the turn here. All the 9-10, Queen 10, Queen 9, 9-7 whiffing, heart draws whiffing, any just random floats also whiffing. It looks like he is going to get curious with the Ace King high.
Shows the Jack. Derek up to 8.3 and 84 bigs. In man on 16. Heads up. Francis out in third. The deal was done. 3-handed. Francis with 18.1. Locking up the 18,000. And Derek 20.2 and Iman 20.3. Plus the £6,530. They've rounded it up.
They have.
10%, 6,527. Round it, an extra £3 in the pot. And I've just seen.
Who have you just seen?
I've just seen that Aston Vanilla
Our champions.
has scored again.
Scored again? Well, I guess that means they are European champions.
3-0.
Gary McGaffney in at this late hour.
Oi, oi. Where were you? Did Gary play the Omaha?
He weren't in the Omaha.
No
I didn't
way.
see Gary.
Come on. Come on. You missed the value, Gary. Not only was there a slight overlay, but Jay played. 2 lots of value. Where have you been? Tut, tut, tut. A 1K, Omaha, and you weren't even here. Derek with Jack Queen again. Has he passed them back? I know. 3-0 to Villa. I can't wait to watch the highlights later. Gary says there's new rules at the World Series of Poker. There are 6 changes, apparently.
6?
Yeah. And I actually think, if I'm correct, one of them is if you're pre-regged, I think your chips are in play from the start.
Oh, really?
I think so. I can't comment on them all, Gary, because I don't know them all. But I'm not too sure if it's you bought in on the day. But if you bought in on the day in a GUKPT, chips in play from the start.
Yeah.
So that's not new. But I'm not too sure if it means if you're buying, say, on the 20th of June for the main event, are your chips in play to start with? I don't know. Not seen them. So anyone who's pre-reg, chips to replay it on day one. So there you go.
He's some suited for him.
Ace 6, 7. Top 2.
Unlikely to get any sort of action here though. Just one big probably. Derek's hand already in the muck.
I think with the size of the fields for the World Series, I think that's a good thing. Because obviously if you're buying and you don't sit down to level number 3, that's just an empty chair.
Yep.
So I think for the size of the fields with the World Series, I think that makes a lot of sense. I don't know the other rules, Gary, I must admit.
Huh? You're going pretty big lead at the moment.
I'm guessing there's nobody called Kasuf allowed to play.
He'll be there, he'll
Ever
find his
again.
way.
No, I don't know.
No, he was only barred for that year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That's all
Yeah,
right.
and he only ever plays the main event anyway. He plays the satellite the day before, and he plays the main event. That's it. That's all he does.
Yeah, probably would have jammed this one as Derek here. It's like 14 for him, man. Yeah, I would have just sent this in. Get King 6 off the fold hand that dominates us.
Now a man can do the jamming.
Maybe. Oh, he looks like he is. Called it. That's the difference.
1.415 if that's right. Oh, no, 1.5.
If you tank too much, you're on a permanent shot clock of 25 seconds.
Whoa, okay. I know last year, no, not last year, the year before, they started this rule where if the same person was tanking, the floor, head floor, which are actually checking the cards of the player that was serial tanking.
I remember, I think I've told you this story, the PLO, 3-4 years ago, the 10k were on the bubble, and there's a guy, like probably 3-4 off the money that's been tanking, floor keeps getting called. Eventually, he was on 5 seconds.
5.
He was on 5 seconds eventually. He made it into the money, to be fair to him, but he was on, eventually, because it was just, it'd sit there until someone got all clock or the floor got involved, so.
Wow. 5 seconds.
5 seconds, yeah.
You just put yourself at risk, because if you do have a genuine hand,
decision.
like the old Ace 10 here, who's been tanking all day long, then all of a sudden he's got a genuine hand. 5 seconds, you might make a mistake.
Nice looking flop for Derek here. Top pair, top kicker. And him with a pair, probably going to stick around versus half. Anyone wearing patches need permission 24 hours before on the featured table.
No.
See, I've always thought of a way around this. See, if they tell you, for example, I want to go and wear a Grosvenor patch or a Card Room Direct patch, and they tell me I can't wear it, what happens if I come in with a T-shirt that's got Grosvenor and Card Room Direct all over it, my actual T-shirt, and I say it's the only T-shirt I've got, are they going to let me play the final table topless? no, say this is the only, because I always think there's a loophole with that patch one. Because if you just plaster it on your T-shirt and say it's the only item of clothing you got, they're not going to let you sit there with your top off, are they?
They're all in for Derek.
Has him called? He's
Hey, man,
called it
that's
off with
called
a 4.
the 4.
Everything's bricked out, and him, man.
Whoa, I wasn't expecting
Neither
the
was
call. I wasn't expecting the call, but he made a call, thinking he got the 4 for 2 pair. And we have a champ. Just got himself a drink as well.
Yeah, I know. He's been on them all day, to be fair.
Celebratory drink. His first one of the day.
To be fair, the line's very close. What's he won more of, pots, or has he had more beers? He's been on the beers since start of the FT, old Derek. I told him to slow down as well, but...
I'm going outside speaking to the boiler and him, man. I wasn't expecting a call myself, but he made a call. We have a champ. He's right there. It's called Derek Boyle.
Yeah, just scouring through the database, guys, as well. Derek been around a long time, been playing many a year, but this is his first trophy tournament going to Derek Boyle. Been in the poker scene for what, 20 years now, and finally gets his hands on a trophy and a nice 20k and an extra 6 on top of that to go in the pocket. So Tower's there. Cal's going to give him the mic. We're going to have a little chat with the winner, Mr. Derek Boyle. Oh, no. We got Iman there. I'm guessing we're going to grab both. Down to Iman and Tower.
You're putting some decent results together, young man.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Doing all right.
What a good final table that was. Some names on there played in a lot of good spirits.
It was really good fun, actually. We had Francis and, you know, it was a great table. Brian. Rob, you know, it was a great final table. I was sat middle position pretty much the whole time with Francis on my left, so I couldn't really do much, but I just folded away, really.
When he turns over the 10-7, what on earth do you think? What do you think? You know,
I was surprised to see 10-7, but you
weren't surprised to see the 10 on the flop, though, was you?
Of course not. Of course not. It's always got to be, right? It's got to be a sweat.
Absolutely.
Got to be a sweat.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
And this man you've just been playing heads up with is he's not a bad lad, is he?
He's a good lad. He's a good lad, isn't he? He's a good lad. Having his Pradas? What?
Oh, absolutely.
Prava.
Water.
Yeah. Non-stop. He keeps them coming constantly.
Absolutely. But always enjoy watching you. You're a top man, and you are getting some great results together, man.
Thank you.
Well done, buddy. Pleasure. Fantastic. Second in the mini. Well done, young man, Mr. Iman Sarkisic. Fantastic. But Derek, come here. Come here. No, this is the first trophy ever.
I know, yeah, it is.
Unbelievable. Now
I've had results, but I've never had the trophy.
Yeah. Now we know you don't play too much, and we know you don't travel the country, but either mainly cash or just not too many tournaments. Which is it?
I don't play an awful lot. It's just work takes over for me. Like, I'm just busy at work all the time. To play poker, like, you're playing late all the time, so I don't play an awful lot of poker, like, but I'll try and play a few tournaments if I can, you know.
We've known each other years in the poker room.
Yeah.
So to get a win, for me, I think it's just fantastic, because you are longevity in the game, you know. You've
been around a while, because I was sitting beside the Turk yesterday, and we were laughing about 15, 16 years ago we played together. Right?
Mm-hmm. He's not changed.
No, he's not changed.
Neither of you, to be fair.
Great banter and everything, you know. Yeah. So, like, I do. I love the game. It's a hobby for me, like, you know.
And these numbers, the great numbers, the big fields, and like you said, when we chopped it 3 ways, was you happy with all that?
Yeah, all good. Like, all good. It was a great final table. Good people. Iman, great player. It was a great final table. Just good spirits, and more than happy to do the deal.
It's always played in good fun, and then you got Francis sat in the middle of you two.
He's hilarious. You know, it's the first time I've actually played with him on a table, and I think he's absolutely hilarious. I really enjoy playing with him.
He is indeed. But the first ever trophy.
Yeah, it is.
Hope it's pride of place tomorrow morning, somewhere in the house, my friend. Honestly, much appreciated. Fantastic. Come on, young man. Give him his first ever trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, come a massive round of applause for the mini champion, Mr. Derek Boyle. First ever trophy. I'm not going to say it might not be the last, because he might not play again. But
we'll play. We'll
absolutely fantastic.
We'll chuck into another tournament over the weekend.
We certainly will. We certainly will. Good luck in the main event when you play it.
Cheers, man.
Fantastic, great results.
Thank you very much.
Well
Appreciate
done,
it.
Well done.
Thank you.
Jay, straight to you.
Nice chat with the lads there, and Derek finally got his hands on a trophy, 26k as well. It's going to be a good day for Mr. Boyle.
He's got a trophy. To be fair, he doesn't travel around like he used to.
He doesn't.
He
He doesn't.
used to play quite a lot in the early stage of the GUKPTs and everything that we did, but he doesn't travel around. He likes his Luton, he likes his commentary, he likes his cash. But a great winner, and he's took it well. They did a deal. He was happy with the deal. All the three were, and a celebratory pint to win. His first one of the day.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Live stream schedule for the rest of the night, rest of the weekend. Rest of the night. This is it. This is it for the night. High roller tomorrow, starting at 12:20. Check the numbers on that on the app. Don't forget. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we concentrate on another GUKPT main event here in Luton. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a great final. Love doing the minis. Really enjoyed them. And we got no champ in Mr. Derek Boyle. Well done to him. We'll see you tomorrow from 12:20. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Well done to Villa. If they cock it up from here, I'm not coming in tomorrow. Well done to Villa on winning the trophy. And you guys for watching all the way through. We'll see you tomorrow for high roller action from 12:20. From the tower, the team. Ta-ta.
Good night. Got told off by the boss over there because you didn't have a Guinness in your hand one day. He was like, "What are you doing, Tower? Get a drink." It's part of the Irish Open.
Oh, here we go. Aces for Phil. Justin's all in. We could be down to 6.
Yeah. 1 o'clock on a Sunday, down to 6, potentially. Frankie got it in aces versus queens versus jacks, and Grimo hit a queen.